Our brother Brandon over here from the south side said, hey, when are we going to sing that particular song? Because this particular song brought our people together. It didn't matter if they were from up north or Wisconsin or South Dakota, North Dakota, wherever they were from. This song brought the people together. And there's a lot of stories that I hear about how this song came about. But the story that I heard is that there's a man in Porcupine, and he called a lot of us relative. And this man's name was Seafer Youngbear. And there was words that went to this song once. There's a lot of people that say they've heard those words, but no one remembers them, and maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's meant to be that way. But see, I work at Ain Dah Jung. My co-workers here, we work at Ain Dah Jung because of the people, my parents' generation, that sacrificed so we could have a Ain Dah Jung in the Red Schoolhouse, on the heart of the earth, and NAGPRA, and Indian Religious Freedom Act, and that we could do these things. See, our parents' generation did that for us. And so this song was their song. And it came to be known as the American Indian Movement song. So we're going to sing that song because this place here started because of the American Indian Movement and of the people that work with them. And because of what they did for us, we have a place for our kids right now. And 30 years later, 40 years later, our kids get eagle feathers at high school graduation at public schools. That didn't happen when they were in school. So we're going to sing that song to remember our relatives. I got an auntie sitting back there, Carol Charging Thunder. She fought a long time for our people. She quietly lives her life. And I think about those ones that sacrificed a lot. And that's where that song comes from. And it united all of our people. Then we tease around Dakota, Lakota, Ojibwe, but that song was for all of us. So I want to thank Brandon for reminding us to sing that song. We're going to sing that song, and then they're going to get ready to do some things here. But for you old timers that are here, I've seen some of you guys coming in and out. You don't want to be called that. But I mean that with the utmost respect, see, because my kid's going to graduate high school next week, and he could do it with the eagle feather as Oglala Sioux because of what your generation did.
My name is Bobby Wilson, and I've been affiliated with Ain Dah Jung since I was probably 13 or 14 years old. I'm 28 years old now. I used to live here at the shelter for, it was about 9 months when I was 16 years old. And I was also involved in the aftercare program, doing a lot of cultural enrichment activities with some choice mentors like Jeremy and Travis Tacori, and Greg Barrett, and a lot of other folks that came through from those days. I'm so connected with this place. Ain Dah Jung is a part of my roots and who I am today as a man, as an Indian man. Ain Dah Jung is a place that helped shape me all through my formative years, and I've had the privilege and pleasure of working with innumerable people, and there are so many different events in my life that Ain Dah Jung had a direct impact on, all really positive though. A lot of the biggest changes in my life came through the mentors and the coworkers and the youth really that I've met here at Ain Dah Jung, and I've really been fortunate to grow with this community. And to watch a lot of community members come of age that I've had the privilege of working with. And a lot of the mentorship that has been given to me, I've been able to reciprocate throughout the years, and I think that Ain Dah Jung has a direct link to that.
My name is Gala Ingram, and I am the Ramsey County Children's Mental Health Case Manager that's contracted from Ramsey County. I'm an employee of Ain Dah Jung though, so I have a caseload of about 20 kids who are assigned to me from Ramsey County that have been diagnosed with mental health issues, and I help my clients and their parents coordinate mental health services. Well, I've been here a little over 2 years now, and I think it's been a really great experience for me. I'm not Native American, but this has been my first, my couple years working here has been my first experience with the American Indian community, and I think it's been wonderful. I have learned a lot. I really like how very family oriented not only our agency is, but the community is. And I feel like, you know, a lot of people should learn about these traditions, and it could really help people kind of come back to what's important if you get to know what you know, the spirituality and the beliefs of the Native community. It seems to be always come back to family and community, and you know, I think a lot of times in our society we focus a lot on ambition and material things and status and success, and something I really like about this agency is that I feel that we continue to bring it back to what's really important as far as these kids and their families, and really kind of making a stronger community. So it's been a really great experience for me to work here.
My name is Tacori. I'm the CD Prevention Advocate. I work in the Nitty Johnny Slug program. Most of the time we take kids out to sweat ceremonies, teach them about the drum, work with the kids in the shelter, and then once they move on and get into foster placement, then we'll pick up kids and take them to programming. We do youth leadership development. I started doing this when I was actually 16 years old. My father was my parents were foster parents, and most of the kids they took in were from Ain Dah Jung, and through my experience singing, Ain Dah Jung asked me to help out with the youth drum group, and I've been doing that ever since I was 16, and that's kind of how I got started here at Ain Dah Jung, and I've been here ever since. So, you know, that's pretty much it, man. Sums it up.
Alright, my name is Blue Shadow, R.L. Spearman Jones, Blue Shadow Roy Lee, Spearman Jones. My name in Lakota is Washakamani, which means walks with strength. I am Choctaw Muskogee from Mississippi. I was born in Kansas City, Missouri. And my first experience with ADY was when I was 18. I had been, I come from a very abusive and controlling family home. And even after I left, I continued to work with ADY and be a part of what I consider to be the family. And I also began to continue helping those who had gone through the program. Some had left in less than favorable terms, and I knew that because of the way that they left, that they could not receive services. So I found a way my own services. And I began to continue working with ADY and working with youth that were in ADY and working in the community. And I don't think she knows this, but it's really because of really one person. When I got kicked out of ADY for falling off the deep end myself when I was first here, there was one outreach worker in particular who went out of their way to make sure that I was taken care of. And her name was Thomasina Top Bear. It didn't matter what I needed or where I was in the two cities, or she was always there for me. She knew I liked drum groups, so she made sure I was there every Thursday. She knew that I liked powwows, so she was there every Thursday. If I needed if there were services that she knew I needed, she would always provide them. She would always call me up. She would always drive up to my school, and I thank her for that. And that's the impression that I was first left with when I'm sorry, when I started becoming involved in the Minneapolis Native American community. And ADY has continuously given me people who have looked after me and have shown me
Brandon, that's different, man.
how to live in a good way. There's a man here named Travis Tacori. I call him my uncle because for my people, when someone is your teacher, when someone is your guardian, when someone guides you, that's your uncle. That's the person who teaches you and how to walk in a good way. And that's what he's become for me.
It is good. It's one of the great too.
So, that's one of the reasons why I stick around. It's one of the reasons why I'm still here and why I feel so passionate about working with homeless youth and working with Native people in the cities, because I want the ability to give back what so many people here have given me. I'm sorry, there's a lot going on in my life right now. There's a lot of memories. A lot of wonderful things that happened to me since I've been a part of this program. A lot of wonderful people in my life since I've been a part of this family. Family I didn't grow up with. And I just feel honored that I'm being put in a position in my life where I can give that to others. Sorry. So I'm 24 years old now, and I'm still working. I'm in school, currently majoring in education, and even though it's not my current major, I hope to continue and hopefully professionally work in the nonprofit industry, especially serving this community in whatever way they ask me to. So I just want people to know this is a great place. There hasn't been one person who's walked into my life at this organization which is not a part of my life still in some way. So I want people to know that. That's all I got.